I'm about to say, Ark, you're not alone in being
Silence,
scatterbrained.
motherfucker!
Shay! Shay!
You,
What the
my
frick?
alarm.
Come on.
My
Oh,
alarm was
okay.
going off.
Oh, okay. Couldn't hear the alarm. All I heard
Also,
was
there may
you.
be
Hmm?
yeah, also there may be a delay because I said that while no one was speaking, so it
No,
apparently
you said it
delayed
while I was
you
speaking,
hearing
so
it
that was
until I was...
perfect.
Nah, screw it.
Jovial, what are
Yeah,
you trying to do?
Waiting!
I can see you typing, and then it disappears, and then I see you typing, and then it disappears.
She's
Does
trying
it?
to type in wingdings.
Seriously, Jovial, you're wannabe Gaster right now.
Yeah.
No, I'm a being of chaos. What do you expect?
You know what? Fair
That's
counter argument.
Gaster!
Yep.
I'm sorry, but I have a real thing against the Joker's mantra. If nobody gets the joke, then it loses the point.
I think he said he loses the
You mean how
punchline.
the whole Agent of Chaos thing was... You mean how the whole
I mean-
Agent of Chaos thing was really him being a liar?
About the Joker, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
whole
That
if you
whole
have to
agent
explain the
of
joke, then there's no joke.
Chaos...
No, I'm a patron of Loki.
Well,
Well, I'm a follower of Loki.
I think it was
He's
talking
my
about the...
patron.
Hold on, I need to hang up.
He's getting lag.
Well, even Loki still wants everybody to know and understand the joke because
No,
then he can rub it in their face.
not exactly. He'll do sabotage out the wazoo for no reason. Just like
I mean,
he
it
tried
happens.
doing with Mjolnir.
He
Well,
does have a goal with most of what he does.
Does him getting pregnant with Sleipnir count?
Did he do it on purpose?
And no, that was a complete and absolute accident.
Right. I mean, yes, him turning into a female horse was on purpose. That was the prank. Him getting
Yeah.
pregnant and having a child was not planned.
Welcome back.
Can you hear us okay?
I could hear you fine, it's just I was getting delayed and cut off. That's what I was saying earlier. It's like I said something and then it delayed what I said and then you guys heard it, so it was making it hard to speak.
But
I think the
we can-
136 tabs I had open probably didn't help.
Damn it, Shay! What have I told you about that? You're as bad as Jovial.
136. Get on my level.
How many is your average?
Jovial.
I have 5 different windows, each with about 70 or more tabs open.
Yeah, it's a wonder his computer hasn't burst into flames yet.
My God.
I know, right? But Shay!
What?
I'm a bonk him for that one.
Go ahead.
Just
What'd he say?
did.
I said,
sound-
oh my God.
Pardon,
And
mummy.
you said,
I did,
Uh,
I got a notification sound. What did you say?
I said, oh my God. And Shay said yes. And in response to saying he's God.
No, that would be Nezu.
I mean, Principal Nezu is God. Hello.
Anyway. Hope the audience will... Oh, wait! Have you been recording this whole time?
Most likely.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, this
Oh,
is going to
good
be
lord.
heavy editing. Anyway, session time, because we are officially 9 minutes in.
Yes, get on with it.
Get on with it!
Yes, get
on with it!
Hey,
Oh, I do so love this scene.
I think we killed the DM. Let's give her a minute to breathe.
Yeah, let's give her a
No.
moment to breathe.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Okay.
I
You
can
sure?
fix that.
Shay.
Mm.
I'm about to say boyfriend in the call.
Anyway, to briefly recap what happened before, through one way or another, you managed to either capture or kill the bandit group known as the Wild Thorns. You managed to take the two leaders hostage, free the hostages, and find a cabin full of snakes, spiders, and wild plants and wanted posters. Um, the Inquisitor insists that now you go back to the inn to rest up while she handles the cleanup, and throughout your path back to the wagon, you hear some guards having to stay behind to keep an eye on everything, and some guards heading towards Merewood to assist some help from them in regards of more wagons and maybe some more hands. But you managed to all of you get back on the wagon with at least one or two soldiers and a handful of some of the captured um, hostages that have been stripped of their weapons and at this point their dignity. As
Hostages or captured bandits, because there is a difference.
Prisoners.
Okay, thank you. Just making sure I understood what was going on.
yeah, more of the prisoners. Some of the hostages stayed behind to give their testimonies to the Inquisitor and the guards.
Okay.
Are the hostages giving me? Is one of the hostages giving me a piggyback ride?
What?
Why would they do that?
Well, you said strip them of their dignity. I was offering
Oh my
suggestions.
goodness.
You mean the captured bandit prisoners? Yes.
Yes,
bandit prisoners.
The bandit prisoners. He said strip them of their dignity. I was offering suggestions.
Yes, two of them have given you piggyback rides.
I am destroying all of the bandits' pride.
I think I lost that a while ago.
All because of being afraid of a small dwarf. Not dwarf, well, gnome.
Gnome.
Yeah, but on the way back, you do notice some looks of them looking at you and going, "We were scared of this guy. Our leader took him out in one hit." So you have that stigma on your way back towards in need. And
Oof.
You think you should have
my
gone the
act-
rabies route. You think you should have gone the rabies route, Donnie.
I'm still worried you might.
Maybe. But then again, it wouldn't be as fun.
You're
Is
sure you
Alec
don't
allowed to say
have.
something?
Yes.
Yes.
You first.
That was a question to the DM.
pardon?
Is Alakar allowed to say something to those bandits?
Sure.
One hit, because... And correct me if I am remembering this wrong from the notes that you guys gave me. Because from what I remember, it took 4 hits with a poisoned weapon. Hands up any of you who'd be able to survive that for as long as he did.
You look at them and they cannot even raise their hands by the way they are shackled.
I'll give it to the bandit's leader. He's a leader for a reason. He was smart enough to know not to take him lightly.
Still consider that cheating.
Oh, it was, but we should have cheated. And he said it's a bit lower to them. Oh, it was, but we should have cheated too.
Oh,
Technically,
true.
all did. He gives a small nod to the coin. The key. Lockpick, I should say. He had slipped Ceres earlier.
She nods back as thanks for that.
Figured you could use an edge.
I We'll talk later when we get back to the inn.
You two got the wanted poster to tell me about. You and Sound, your character's name's Amelia, right?
Yes, our character's name is Amelia.
You and Amelia.
Yeah, Yeah. Not here.
He nods.
Oh, wait, on the way back, I think you were gonna tell us why everybody gets that Leroy Jenkins story wrong.
Oh, right. I mean, if you all still want to hear that.
Well, I do.
We literally got nothing but time as Gabrielle looks out the window of the carriage.
See, everyone thinks that it's all about one person being reckless, about how if you don't plan enough, you'll screw everyone's plan over, but it's a story that serves a dual warning. It's like Romeo and Juliet. Yes, it's about being unprepared, but it's also about being so prepared that you end up missing the details. If you actually pay attention to their plan, they were using buffs on each other that would have cancelled out their own abilities. Their own plan would have doomed them from the start. So it was a warning about over-preparing as much as under-preparing, but people only ever pay attention to one half of the moral.
Huh. I'd never heard it like that before. Interesting.
That's what I
You
mean.
learn something
A lot
new
of
every
people
day.
Understand the story.
But no, seriously, Donnie, are you absolutely sure you don't have rabies? Because that's a horrible way to die.
He just gives a deadpan look, and it's like, I don't have rabies, and besides, he looks at himself still somewhat covered in blood. I really need a bath when we get back.
Okay then, just making sure.
If I had rabies, the first person to know, and then he points to Amelia, would be her.
Touche.
Hey, if the dog bites you, will you get mecha rabies?
What, Carl? What kind of question is that?
Just asking if I get... Because if I get, I don't know, some terminal disease or incurable poison, maybe I could have the dog bite me and I could die from that, because mecha rabies, it sounds like a pretty cool way to go.
Oh, like, I'll say it later.
Change of subject, please.
Well, if no one else is bringing up anything, I guess I do have a question.
Oh?
Such
I was just
as?
thinking. Well, I was just thinking. I mean, it sounds like he does a quick head count. How many of us are there at this point? I'm not looking at the D&D screen at the moment.
You got the full party there, 2 guards, and 6
I mean,
men.
in the party, how many people are in the party?
6, but if you want to include Raishan, which I do, 7.
It seems like the 7 of us are probably going to be working together for a while. We've worked well together, but I don't think we've ever actually talked about what we can do. We've kind of just done stuff and let everyone else figure it out. You know, maybe just knowing ahead of time what each of us are good at beyond what we've already guessed and seen could help with when we actually need to make plans.
Well, that's a good idea. Like, me, well, I guess I'm easy to figure out. I'm a cleric.
You might want to have this conversation away from prying ears, looking at the prisoners.
True. Don't want to give away too many cards.
Especially if they decide to come
Fair
after
point.
us.
Fair
Come on,
point.
please tell us. It'll help us in the future.
Nice try, buddy.
You know what? Actually, given
I'm sure-
given how well you actually did, maybe we should tell them just to give them a fair chance.
I mean, it's not hard. It's not hard for them to figure out our base classes, and I'm sure they can imagine
Class.
what we can do.
Yeah, that's one of the fancier words for the different adventuring job descriptions, as it were. Don't know why they call it classes.
Right.
It's just it seems weird to me. Anywho,
Time.
Fair enough. Like I said, I'm not from around these parts.
you're fine. It takes some getting used to. But you were saying, my scaly friend.
Mhm. I was just commenting on the fact that they can imagine what we can do individually, much less as a group.
Indeed.
Well, it's pretty obvious, Donnie, there's a barbarian.
You just see him chuckle.
Like I said, they can figure out our base training, which I've been taught to be referred to as classes. But as far as the specific type of training, that can be left a mystery.
Also, Alikar is now giving you an odd look, Saris.
I can't see because he's wearing a mask, but she can feel his
It's the way his head is tilted. It's the way his head is tilted. It's that turned around, head tilted, like basically he's gone to the Power Ranger school of expression. They can't see your face, so you got to be more expressive than normal with your body language.
Yeah, clever. I get it. And she looks back at him, tilts her head. What?
Is barbarian not an insult here? I thought it was.
It is
Depends on the
I thought
context.
barbarian always meant uncivilized brute.
Depends.
It is a type of training for a particular type of warrior.
Yeah.
To our people, we do know about the barbarian way of life, which is normally referred to as barbaric, to make a distinction between the class and the living stock.
Yeah, it depends on the context. I was meaning it in the training context, not in the insulting type. Did that make sense?
And a lot of the people that live a barbaric lifestyle actually aren't really insulted by you calling.
He said.
Nice key. Berserker warriors. That's what we call them.
Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Yeah, Downey's a berserker.
Nope.
No?
That would be a specialized type of training for his.
Okay. Well,
No,
Maybe not. I just know that the warriors who use had their rage as a weapon. My people call them the nice key, which for you in your language translates to berserker.
well, that is a
Right.
style. The only styles that have really, to my knowledge, been taught around here have been the totem warriors.
I think Amelia's trying to say something. I see
Sorry.
something in the chat over here.
Yeah, but it's more gonna wait
Just-
till you guys were done before saying you arrived back at your destination.
Oh, sorry. I saw the text in the thing and thought she wanted our attention. Sorry.
Yeah, just because the arrows in the town does not mean you didn't hit like heavy traffic or anything like that.
True. Oh no, did we get back during rush hour?
I'm sorry, heavy traffic in a small town. I'm sorry, where are you, Sri Lanka?
Hey, it happens. It happens. Rush hour's a thing no matter where you live.
True.
Yeah, no, I've experienced. I lived up in the middle of bugfuck nowhere, and even I experienced it.
Oh, we're back in the back at the tavern.
Yep. And you still see the guards around the area. You see the barkeep and her assistant trying to keep this place as busy as it can be. And of course you see little Larry passed out on the table again, this time with a changeling having a nice cup of tea beside him.
Oh no. How drunk did he get this time? She's asking the changeling.
So drunk that the barkeep has now put a ban on drinks for him now.
Was he dancing around with a lampshade on his head again?
No, but he was singing as if he was some kind of orc.
Oh, filing that away for later. He'll be fine. Just leave him there till he wakes up. He's gonna have a killer hangover in the morning.
Very well then.
And how are you? You feeling better?
A lot better, actually. Just need some more rest and some nice tea. By tomorrow I should be good as new, thank you. Is
Hey!
my lady alright?
That's all right.
Physically, yes. Mentally...
Better in some cases, worse than others.
Yep.
You see the
Well,
changeling
he's
look
dead.
to
Bit of a
the
long
entire
story.
party and see the blood stains and the tiredness in your eyes is going, looks like you all experienced hell back there.
More or less.
Yeah.
It was quite the battle.
And speaking of battles, where can I get a bath? He says, still dripping in blood.
Yeah.
The lady in the counter is going, in the back, there's a well.
It's not the drinking water well, is it?
No, but unfortunately we don't really have baths in this building. So that's the best we can offer.
Better than nothing.
Alright. He's
Just
going to...
Just keep dousing yourself. Don't actually take a bath in the well. It's pretty deep. We won't be able to fish you out.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna fall in the well. And then he mutters in Gnomish again.
And the little assistant beside her was going, I'm sorry, what?
I don't think anybody else can understand that.
Oh no, Amelia can understand it. She's just not responding.
I meant besides her, but... Hey, Haugen, look! Your patient's up and awake. Better.
Yes.
Right, so. Looks like everybody's splitting off for now.
You. And then you two, he says, looking at Camellia and Saris. You wanted to share your side of the story?
Well. I don't know about her, but I did promise you I would. And, you first, Amelia. Yours might be. Well, we'll see.
I said I would share if anyone was willing to hear or if they had questions. And since someone did ask, then I will share.
Here or somewhere more private upstairs?
Upstairs, if you don't mind.
Of course.
Alucard nods, which I was doing out of character, that I realized you can't fucking see me.
Yep. And moving the tokens upstairs.
Yep.
Oh, Zor was interested as well?
You can come along. Just come down to this room since it's big enough for all of us.
Can't see which one you're pointing at. Oh, the one over there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I didn't even realize this was a whole room. Yeah. It is pretty big.
Yeah, I didn't realize that either. So yeah, Alucard basically just takes a seat.
Oh, did Selena want to hear the thing too, or?
No, she's just sitting alone.
Okay,
I'm
dokie.
thinking.
Okay.
Okay.
So where do you want the story to start, or what exactly do you want to know?
What you feel
Basically, I just want to hear your
comfortable.
side of things.
Yeah, what you feel comfortable telling.
While I don't believe two of you noticed, I believe Zorhazard may have noticed this. My reaction to Gabrielle when she said her wanted poster was created by her stepmother. I'm in the same boat.
Oh no.
Oh, it's worse.
So,
And she reveals her left eye by removing her bangs a little bit. This was the last parting gift she gave me before my brother and I ran away.
what's wrong with her eye?
She has a scar
Yeah,
over
we
it.
can't see.
She has a scar over
Is
her
the eye
left eye.
itself damaged?
She can still see out of her left eye. The cut was only skin deep.
Okay. Oh, that's... Yikes!
Alucard doesn't say anything, but you see him staring intently, and his body language is very stiff.
You're lucky you didn't lose that eye.
Donnie told me the same thing. Thankfully, he didn't have it worse.
She attacked him as well?
She tried to kill the both of us, so that way our... What's the polite way of saying an unwilling, undeserving little piece of shite?
Out of character, don't forget that he's also a mama's boy as well.
Oh yeah, Oedipus complex.
If Oedipus actually existed in this world.
Look, if Romeo and Juliet and Leroy Jenkins can exist in this world, Oedipus can exist in this world.
You my big mouth. Continue, please.
You're fine. Spoiled rotten child. Spoiled to the point where he believed everything his precious little mommy told him. Especially the fact that he would be next in line to lead Highmore.
So,
Piece together what you can.
you... I'm sorry, are you and Donnie, are you twins? It's...
Yep.
So, and then you had another brother who was the brat of the family, yes?
Exactamente.
Okay, just making sure I got...
No, proper terminology would be stepbrother, technically.
Ah! Okay, making sure I understood that right, but, yikes.
Our birth mother passed away giving birth to Donnie and me. Then our father remarried when we were 5.
Oh.
15 years of torture, 15 years of lies. She ensnared my dad to the point where she was saying anything she could to make him believe it.
Is he still alive, or...
My father, I don't know. The status of Highmore itself, I do not know.
So what's the point of sending out a wanted poster for you if she just wanted to get you to chase you off? Oh, no, wait! Did yours also say dead or alive? I was a bit preoccupied at the time.
It does say dead or alive, but she wants to make sure that the twins are eliminated as a challenge to her precious child.
There
Makes
you go.
sense.
Guys,
I don't
clear it
even
up.
trust him.
Where does it on their poster that they want to be dead or alive?
I
Let's
could have
get better
sworn
alive.
you
it doesn't.
said... Oh, it doesn't? Bleh.
It
I
doesn't
could-
on either of them.
I could have...
Yours said dead or alive. Ours
My-
doesn't.
Yeah,
Oh,
I thought
didn't-
I heard the DM say that there's dead, but just didn't show it on the poster. Because I know she
Nope,
said the
okay.
gold amount they were worth, but it doesn't say that on the poster either.
well,
Words.
maybe she can make them prisoners and manipulate things by doing so. Or she prefers to do her dirty work herself. It's hard to say.
Did somebody else say something?
Nope, she was just thinking again.
Alucard did mutter something.
What did he say? I didn't hear.
He muttered, she doesn't even trust her own son.
Because her own son is incompetent. They just both want the title and the money, no matter how they get it.
Okay, so DM question.
Yes?
Just for clarification, their wanted posters do not say whether she wants them back dead or alive. Yes?
Yes, it does not say.
Okay, making sure I understood that correctly. Sorry about that. Hmm.
In fact,
Yeah.
if you look closer at their quote-unquote wanted posters, it looks more like of one of those like "Have you seen this person?" posters.
It's more like a missing.
Yeah, missing, lost child poster, if you will.
Oh.
With like
Huh.
criminating scribbles in the back.
Okay. Well, that's the part that's confusing me, is if she wants you dead, why try to get you back at all? Why not just hire an assassin after you?
Let me guess. She's got no. I'm thinking she has no. Unlike with you, she's got no crimes that she can actually convincingly frame them for. And someone calling for the deaths of two nobles without justification, that's not going to look good for them. But a concerned stepmother who just wants her children back, that's easily spun to look good to the public. All right.
Having people bring her children back also saves her the expense of hiring an assassin.
That too.
There.
From my understanding, assassins are not exactly cheap to come by.
No,
Nor
you tend
are
to be
they
more
exactly the
expensive
cleanest.
than your standard bounty hunter. Depends where you go, man. I'm technically an assassin in training.
Good to know.
Should I be scared of being in your presence, or
Assassin's just about who you target. I mean, think of it this way. You've got a war going on. What's better? Sending in hundreds of thousands of soldiers to die in the slaughterhouse, or sending in one guy to take out a tyrant and end the war in a day?
Well,
Let's just say that. Can everyone in the room make a perception check for me, please?
yep. Helps if I stop closing the character sheet. Let's see. Perception, right?
Yeah.
God dang it, Zora has her.
Well,
Every
That's-
frickin' time.
that's horrible. Oh,
I offer cookies.
no.
What is it with Dragonborns and having bad perception rolls?
I don't know.
Right?
Okay, so Amelia's the only one who hears this. There's a small clink outside the door.
I'm gonna have to give con to what I said, aren't I?
A couple of gold says yes.
So does Donnie run to anyone trying to run down the stairs?
Can Alakar call out?
Yes, you can.
If you were eavesdropping, you may as well listen and get the full story.
Oh, for the love of...
You too, dog.
Hang on, I gotta see what he's barking at.
Yeah, the dog outside sees Donnie naked as he cleans himself and starts chasing him.
No, I'm cleaned up properly and heading upstairs now. just to his room.
Now that could be the clicking sound. Sound of dog.
Sorry about that. He was barking at the neighbor's lawnmower. What a miss.
Hazukai walks into the room.
Okay then.
And
You know, if you wanted to hear the story, you should have just come in with the rest of us.
just wasn't too sure if your stories were worth my ears, or
Fair enough.
even with that, if you trust
But
me
they were
with
worth.
those stories.
That's
They
a
weren't
fair
worth your
point.
ears. They were worth sneaking up and getting, pressing those same ears to the door and hoping that you heard enough of the fragmented, broken pieces of the conversation to try to put together a coherent story.
Yeah, this is how misunderstandings happen in adventuring parties. I'd prefer to avoid that if possible.
I was not aware that we officially became an adventuring party. I'm just looking after
Yeah,
after
official or
Gabrielle.
not, we're working together right now.
It's
And in doing so,
each other, so.
you've
For
been
the
mostly a great
purposes
help
of
with me and Gabrielle. Just I'm s-
For the purposes of getting your lady to Bass, I believe we have agreed to be a group.
yes.
So
Indeed.
until we have reason to not trust you, I choose to do so. You seem fairly honest in your desire to protect.
Of course, I would do anything to protect her. I owe her a lot.
Oh, can you hear us now?
Yes, I can
Can you
hear
hear
ya.
Both of you.
Yes.
Okay,
Check.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. We can hear you.
Hmm. When I say beep, say beep. Beep.
Beep.
Beep, beep.
Wait,
Okay, there's a 2-second delay on my end, and I don't know what I can do about it.
2 seconds is better than 2 minutes. We'll just have to work around it.
Fair enough. It's not as bad as it was before I hung up.
Hmm.
That's why I hung up. It was because there was a delay.
Right, so
What's the orc's name again?
The Goliath, you mean?
Yes, the Goliath.
Hazukai.
Hazukai. Yeah, Alucard just said, I don't always agree with your methods, but I've got to question your character.
Question my character.
You're a good man.
And that's questionable.
No, I'm saying it's not. It's actually been quite obvious.
he's trying to compliment you, I think.
Yes.
Sorry, it's just for the past few months has been myself, Gabrielle, and you traveling together. We still interact with my social since most of society back in our home wants to kill us now.
You understandable with that boatload of charges on the wanted poster.
Yes, but I still don't understand why. Why Madame Cromwell just wants Gabrielle home. Why she doesn't want her killed.
She may be lying.
So, Elokar, you were going to explain the whole assassin thing?
I believe I talked about it when we were on the way to the bandit camp. The Phantom Knights, the people who raised me, trained me, they're weapons for good. Shadows who serve the light.
For that much.
They used to be the Death Knights of a tyrannical king, but his dragon, his greatest weapon, he turned against the king, and he had earned the loyalty of the Phantom Knights. The Phantom Knights turned with him, and since then, they've strived to use their powers to help people, free them from tyranny, remove from power those who would abuse it, instead of terrorizing people from the shadows. They protect them.
That's a good
Empower
cause.
Indeed. So, yeah. Use stealth, take out dangerous people, focus on eliminating the powerful. It's basically an assassin. Just one that fights for principle rather than doing it for money.
I'm just
Jenny, if you're doing
glad.
it for money, are you anything more than a well-paid mercenary?
I'm just glad you're on our side.
I mean, you're not exactly incompetent yourself. None of you are. Besides, I'm an assassin in training, not a full-fledged one. I'm still learning the ropes.
True.
Out of character, kicking myself there, but it'll be fine.
Why are you kicking yourself,
Why are you
Shay?
kicking yourself? It's good character.
No, because I remembered, oh wait, level 1 isn't supposed to be someone in training, level 1's still supposed to be elite. Wait, no, I can work with this. I can make this work. It's still keeping to the continuity.
The whole point of your character coming to this realm was that he was in training.
A journeyman, yeah.
Yeah.
And when you said continuity, I literally went.
No, not continuity.
Because I don't want to do the thing. I don't want to do the thing. That's why I did the.
Yeah, don't even think about
Continuity alarm.
it. Do not bring Silver Quill to this.
You said it.
Continuity, boom.
That's not how it goes, you know. Anyway.
No, that is how it goes. That's how it goes in I'm a Marvel and I'm a DC.
Okay, I was thinking of Silver Quill's bit. Anywho.
Yeah, I know. I'll do my own thing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But anyway.
Back in character.
Yes. But yeah. So yeah. We've all got our own skills.
Zor had a comment. Well, it's true that anyone can be an assassin. You don't seem to have the advanced training of those rogues that specialize in assassination.
Yeah, that's what was confusing me earlier. Like, you were talking about, like, the specializations and such. Like, for example, that he's a berserker but not a real berserker. That Donnie. Or the classes and such, it's like wherever it's in it, like you can hit someone with a sword, you're a warrior, you can shoot a bow, you're an archer, and if you prefer to stab people from the back rather than the front, you're an assassin. Breaking character for just a second, basically, he's not using class terms.
Understandable.
And to respond likewise out of character, Thor is doing his best to explain the usage of classes and archetypes.
Indeed.
Without breaking the fourth wall too much.
Right.
Indeed. Still, I guess if you really wanted to be exactly what I mean, like I said, Apprentice Phantom Knight, and like I did say, like I didn't say it was fully an assassin, just effectively, technically.
Well,
I'm better catching people unawares in an ambush than I am in a direct fight. Much like Hero noticed, he says with just a look towards Saris.
Well, you can thank Cousin Larry for that. He took me in for a bit and taught me some rogue skills. After, well...
Well, what?
The others want us to pause this scene for a bit, let them do some stuff, and then come back to us. I don't want to spend too much time with other people not being able to do stuff.
If you pay attention to sign chat, at this point in time, Donnie is letting his soaked shirt hang on the end of his bed right now while he's letting it dry off. So
All right.
There's nothing needed from Donnie.
Selena, Holgan?
And Haugen?
I'm good.
Yeah, I got nothing in mind at the moment.
He's just Helgen is keeping near his patient, just in case.
Okay.
And by this time, too, the
All right.
the innkeeper is passing out dinner for everyone downstairs.
For a minute, I
Thank
thought you
you.
said the innkeeper was passing out. Well, it's midday.
Well, she's been drinking a
Well-
lot since you guys are now in her care, but she is still professional enough to know when you guys need food.
Ladies and
Somebody's trying to
gentlemen.
look in-
I shall now be unconscious.
Yeah, and Selena will lament him. Well, I did promise Helos that we were going to give those other hostages a good performance. I guess I gotta stay off liquor for today.
So liquor, she
Somewhere
gives
out
you
there,
apple
one of my
juice.
character's troll senses is tingling.
That's just fine.
So she says to Alucard and Thieves Can't. You and I discussed me talking about this. Would you...
He does a thieves' can gesture for stop.
Yeah, because everyone else in the room is hearing bubbly, bubbly, goobly goop.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm ready they're like signing to each other.
Yeah,
He signs the thief can't word for stop, which is literally just the palms up the palms up gesture.
Yeah,
Like really
they're
just a stop gesture.
yeah.
And he points to everyone else in the room. Just tell them. Be a chance for you to get it off your chest.
He winces at that, but doesn't really see any other way around it since they all saw the wanted poster.
You don't want to
Alright.
talk about it even though you already asked me about my wanted poster and my situation, which sounds like a very backhanded situation of, I would like to hear something about you, but I'm not going to tell you anything about myself. Then so be it. I can go ahead and go take care of my brother, who is in basically a bloody mess.
No, you deserve some explanation at least. I'm just not sure how much I can say.
To
Just
start with a deep breath,
tell
then.
us so from your side of view.
Well, how much do you know about the Clovershade plague a few years ago?
Basically nothing.
DM?
Can we make knowledge rolls for that or something?
You can, however, your DC is going to be a little high. Your DC is going to be a little higher.
Who's DC's? Alucard
Alucard,
or Amelia?
since he's not from this country.
Okay, so that would
Yep.
be history.
Would that be a history, arcana, religion? What am I looking at?
History.
Oh, wow.
Like there's always a chance maybe he picked up a newspaper about it recently or something like that.
Well, you got a 19, that's not too bad. You got a 23.
Indeed.
Zora, do you want to roll as well?
Zor says he knows nothing.
Okay then.
Yep. 23 and 19 they match it. You don't know too much about the plague itself. All you do know from reading news clippings is that clerics started a zombie plague.
Go on.
Right. So it was an accident. And I helped save the town from that plague. But I had to go into exile afterward.
Saris, I don't want to make assumptions. But you being vague like that, it's not giving me a lot of comforting ideas to go off of.
She
So,
flinches at that. You can tell she's trying to protect someone.
I'm going to ask this right now. You give me a simple yes or no. Were you the one who started the plague?
No. I was not.
He gives a small nod. I see. And there's something about the way he says that. Yeah, you're pretty sure he's already figured out what you're hiding.
Yep.
At least partially.
No, Amelia, as well as myself, kind of pieced it a bit together a bit more. Someone close to you started it, didn't they?
She startles, whips her head around, her whole body tense.
Well, I mean, if you're just going to come out and say it.
I didn't say exactly who.
He's uneasy. Her body language is tense, coiled, eyes darting around the room.
Exactly,
I'm not
being
gonna dig
subtle.
you. I'm not gonna dig any further. Just the reaction kind of pieced everything together.
Takes a moment for her to calm herself again. Sorry, Yes, I took the blame for it. There was nothing else I could do. I just...
Ferris?
Yeah, what is it?
We're not going to force you to speak if you really don't want to. But do you know why I said yes to letting you all explain yourselves?
Why?
Because you helped us when someone was in danger. You put your lives at risk to save innocent people who were being attacked. You fought alongside us along the bandits. You helped us protect the noble. From everything I've seen, you're good people. So, if someone's saying that you're wanted criminals or you're bad people, I'd rather trust your side of the story than I would theirs. So I wanted to give you a chance to give your side of the story. But when you're vague like this, like I said, it's hard to... Well, it sounds bad. All I know so far is that someone you care about created a plague that has killed hundreds. Maybe it was an accident. Maybe it wasn't them and they're being framed too. Maybe there's some other mitigating circumstance, but I don't know that, and I won't know that, and neither will any of us unless you tell us. We're not forcing you to say anything, but maybe saying what actually happened will... I'm not going to say it'll make us trust you. I already trust you, otherwise I wouldn't be asking for your opinion, but make it so we can understand things from your side instead of judging based on ignorance or half-truths.
She ducks her head, shame-faced, and then says, all right. Sorry, it's just... It's hard to talk about. Just... The only other person who knows is Cousin Larry and, well, everybody else in town, but I can't go back to town. But oh, it all started when the mayor's son fell ill. He had 2 sons. The oldest was my best friend. And when his little brother got sick, and my parents were the most experienced healers in town, but they couldn't do anything. And the family was desperate, and my parents, they were out of options, and one thing led to another, and
Breathe.
They tried Ray's dead. It was too complicated or too powerful a spell. I don't know which. Might have been both. It worked halfway. And, well, that type of zombie, once it starts biting, poor Thrush. I've never seen such hate in his eyes when he saw me again. Well, I'm still not entirely sure how I managed it, but you know the story about how Clover Shade was founded, right? That we found a god artifact?
No, I didn't know that part.
Oh, right.
DM?
That is news to you as well.
Okay.
Oh, Huh. You would have thought.
Like,
You would have thought more people would know about that, but
The
oh
people
well.
know that artifacts exist, but their locations are completely unknown.
So Amelia would have just been. I'm sorry. What the beep?
Right. Sorry. I guess I'm just so used to. I guess I'm just so used to hearing all the town history. I forgot nobody else knows. Yeah. We found a god artifact. It was a scepter of Palor, the sun god. So, yeah, zombie outbreak. We had very few clerics. Things were starting to look hopeless. By some miracle, I still don't know how I pulled this off. Managed to reach that artifact, and the rest of it's all a blur, but apparently I somehow got on top of a roof and was using it to fry the zombies. Like, it's all, my memory's all in fragments. I was in a full-blown panic. But yeah, apparently I saved the town. Next thing I remember, I guess I passed out right after that, because next thing I know, it's morning, and the zombies are all gone, and everybody's looking at me like I pulled off a miracle. Well, everybody except Thrush. I don't know his name in Elvish. He was a half-elf. I always called him Thrush after the songbird. Well, being the last survivor of his family, he was mad with grief. I don't know how else to describe it. Came to our house around sunset. Had as many guards as he could gather. Kicked down the door. Tried to arrest all of us. Mother and I, we managed to escape, but then had the guards hunting us down in the dark, and then she shudders and pulls down the collar of her shirt, letting you all see a long, thin scar around her neck. I guess I ran through the wrong bush or something. Next thing I know, I have my head stuck in a hunting snare. And no. At this point, she's shivering. not wanting to
Alakar,
remember what happened after that.
Alakar reaches out and kind of awkwardly but gently pats her arm in what he hopes is a comforting gesture.
She straight up grabs you in a hug. She's that distraught by this.
He's surprised, but then he returns the hug.
And then she realizes what she's doing and... sorry, I just...
As she's about to pull away, he pulls her back. Keep going, you need it.
Mother was panicking, trying to get me out of it. That type of snare, it was made out of wire, so whatever was caught couldn't chew through it. And Thrush saw me. He wanted to leave me for dead. If the guard captain hadn't been there to cut me loose... Well... The reason they were chasing us was Thrush wanted all... me, mother, and father killed. Luckily, my siblings had already moved out of town to go find their own fortunes. Me being the youngest. Thankfully, the townspeople managed to talk some sense into him. Or so I thought. He said wouldn't have us killed. But the only condition was I had to take the blame for what happened, and if I ever set foot back in Clovershade again, my parents' lives are forfeit. I thought it was over after that, but then she pulls out the wanted poster, points to the name Silver Song. Apparently, he's still holding a grudge. What? Loophole? What do you mean?
Oh, he won't kill you. He'll just get someone else to do it for him.
Hence why the wanted posters are out and about.
That would explain the dead or alive bit.
And I assume that they're posted everywhere except back at your hometown. Wouldn't want his people to know he's gone back on his word, I presume.
Yeah, probably not. I just... Thank you. I did need the hug. After I left, Cousin Larry took me in and he helped me get an apprenticeship at the Temple of Palor so I could train as a cleric. And so I guess that's how I got here. I'm on my pilgrimage. Not fully trained yet, but you know. She's still hugging Alakar and not... Sorry, what'd you say? I didn't quite hear.
The pilgrimage thing, it seems to be the going story.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. I know not everybody likes hugs. Is this awkward for you?
I'm fine. Besides, like I said, you look like you needed it.
Yeah, that was traumatizing, as you can imagine. The outbreak and what happened done afterward. I try not to think about it.
And before I forget, out of character, that was excellent role playing just now.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Yeah,
Agreed.
out of character. I am actually shaking. I didn't think I'd get that emotional about it. Wow.
That just makes it even better.
Yeah.
Indeed, you did an
But in
excellent job
character-
of selling the idea of the character being traumatized and
Mhm.
stammering over their words because
And
of it.
I will say this right now, Sound. If you would like to play the soundbite, you have my full permission too.
Yeah, the reason why he wants me to play the soundbite. Give me a second to actually play it real quick.
Check the roll 20.
Cloverfield is this world's white stone.
No, that's not it. That's not the reason for the bonk. He actually whispered this to me. He was whispering to me, must resist shipping because of freaking Saris and Alucard.
It's
I
a
know
hug,
But
guys.
it's a hug,
too early
guys.
to
It's a
start
hug,
any
guys.
ships.
Unless you're
I know. It was mostly jokes. I did send like a wink with a tongue sticking out as well as to me like it's a joke.
It's
Yep.
too early for
And I agree
shipping,
with
guys.
Kat. Art gets DM inspiration for this RP. And you know what
Yes.
else the character is
wow.
getting?
Oh,
Agreed.
what?
You know what else the character is getting?
What?
Amelia Axis Assistant character. My dad always says after a bad time you can never. Actually, my dad and Halgan always says this. After a bad time, you can't go wrong with good food. It is practically dinner time, and I know for a fact Donnie is pretty much trying to look for me.
Do you think they have any carrot cake? It was a treat from back home, and I kind of miss it.
They might have carrot cake as long as they also have sorbet. I would definitely love some orange sorbet right now.
Yeah, that's.
You might not want to get your hopes up. This is a tavern. This is not a hotel.
I can go for cookies. That's not wrong with a good sugar cookie.
Sugar. She perks up. Sugar cookie?
My dad used to make them all the time
going
when
wrong?
Donnie and I were little.
Ah,
Wait, everyone who's got the highest intimidation, go to the kitchen and glare at it. With all enough nat 20s, we should be able to produce a carrot cake. grabs the innkeeper carrot cake. But we don't stock carrot cake. Then where's your stock? Where's your stock? In there, goes to the stock. Carrot cake. Now. Walks in, walks out holding a carrot cake. But how did you? We don't even. The stock knew better.
no, let's not bully the
Fine.
innkeepers.
I mean, that's hilarious, but let's not.
Yeah, let's not. Also, thanks for the.
I'm not bullying the innkeeper. I'm bullying the stock.
Oh, you mean the pantry?
The pantry?
Yeah, I'm literally bullying the. That's what I said. It's like he goes. It's like, but there are no carrot cakes in the pantry. So he goes to the pantry, glares at the pantry, carrot cake. Ah, there we are. But
You just
we didn't have a
magically
carrot cake.
received carrot
The
cake.
pantry knew better.
Okay. But yeah, so she releases the hug and food sounds good. I'm starving after that fight.
And then after that, the ladies can try to take a bath. The gentlemen who haven't been in a lot of carnage can also take a bath after that. Knowing my brother, he already took a bath.
Hmm.
Real quick, who of you guys have heard the Reddit stories of Crud, the half-orc rogue?
have not.
Yes.
You mean you know
Is-
the Krog, the guy who succeeds every check as an intimidate check?
Yeah, that guy.
That was literally who I was thinking of. Combined with Mr. Popo with my idea.
Alakar,
Oh,
the
my-
angry
Yeah,
chef.
I had a feeling.
So, I'm assuming we're heading back down the stairs then? Cyrus, let's go over hugging heads for the door.
And it was at this moment all of you finally hear me from what I typed earlier. Amelia!
Oh, what did your brother get into now?
Donovan Lafayette, I'm in here.
Pokes his head in. Okay, good. I was wondering where you were. Seize the scene!
Does he
What did I
see?
miss?
I'm guessing he sees them hugging and, yeah.
Yep, he notices the hug. What did I miss? A lot of powwow and myself and Cyrus explaining our wanted posters.
Mine was dramatic.
And now we're going back downstairs to try and grab something to eat because it's dinner time. And knowing Halligan, yourself. Actually, did you eat?
In all honesty, I actually didn't yet.
Okay, fair enough. But still, all of us, you can never go wrong with good food after a long.
Oh.
So,
Oh
on
wait,
the
we can
way
cause
to...
chaos
Yep,
while we're on
yep.
recording, so that. Dang it!
Yep,
What, you're back at?
I'm back.
So, on the way towards the door, she looks at the giant riding lizard and big puppy dog eyes and... Please, may I pet her